It means shifting your perspective in a state where you really know enlightenment is your natural state and you just stay there. So the practice, the true practice that we are doing here is not a doing, it is a not doing. And the further we get away from planet Earth, the further we get away from being incarnated, being in flesh, being tied to matter. Now let's do an experiment. Let's turn off the light. Let your sun become darker and darker, ever darker. Turn off the light. Now there's darkness, nothing to perceive. Nothing to perceive. You see, some humans are very visual. Whenever you say a word, they have the pictures, or whole film. And some are not visual at all. They have just the words and they complain, oh, I didn't see or didn't feel anything, it was weird to me. But maybe, just maybe, this is an advantage. Because in the end, whatever you perceive, you have to let go. Whatever you can see cannot be you. It is perception that creates reality in separation. Seeing light is a choice, and it binds you to the worlds of separation. Interesting worlds, but not the real thing. Whatever you perceive cannot be you. Perception is creation in the world of separation. Seen from the perspective of the dragon, being beyond time, being beyond separation, you see the things as they truly are. And the truth is, well, in a sense, nothing has ever happened. Therefore, there is no need to carry it with you, to make it real by holding on to it. That is the wisdom of the dragon. You can radiate it without any words. It is a full acceptance of all that you are. And I, Awa, as a member of Uru, I tell you, there is no such treatment. You release the physical and you will be an absolute liberation. An absolute liberation. And I plant this deeply within you. As you approach the final letting go, many, many fears will come up that you have not yet experienced. Some of them are hidden. You cannot really put your fingers on because so much that happened to you in the past, when you were murdered or died a horrible death, you equated it with Uru, waiting for you. Now that you have a broader perspective, now that you, in a sense, are able to see the past as it truly was, you can heal that. It doesn't mean that the fear is gone, but it might remind you when you sense the fear that you can shift the perspective and just breathe it in. Do not argue with it. You do not fight it. You do not pity yourself. You just feel the remembrance, and then you see why you did it. You did it in a quest for going beyond, for resolving the standstill. That is what we call ascension. The human who's finally able to let go of the belief in separation that made itself so strong by applying separation to itself over and over again. The human that goes beyond that liberates not only itself, but in a sense all of existence. For if there is no separation, where does the true self end and the rest begin? Take note of that feeling. From this grand perspective, is there any problem you have? I mean, really? Really? Is there anything missing? This very moment? This is what I call expanding perfection. Nothing is missing. Allow yourself to take on the big perspective. This is the eye of suchness. It is a grand perspective. It is beyond perception. It is a personal moment, and in this personal moment, I do not speak to a group. I only speak to you who is hearing me right now. I do not speak to the person that seems to sit to your left or your right. I only speak to you who is hearing me right now. I come to you as a voice that you have invited. Invited to remind you of something that you have kind of forgotten while traversing the worlds of separation. When being so deep in the matter, in the physical, one tends to forget the grandiosity of oneself. And so oftentimes it's easier if a truth comes from the outside, or apparently from the outside. Thus, you allow my voice to be with you in this personal moment. And if you truly feel into this personal moment, you might also feel Ila, the unborn goddess of female beingness, also known as the goddess of bliss. Ila is here, for Ila represents a part of you that never entered separation. Ila reminds you on that part of you that was never birthed, that has always been within what I call the expanding perfection of pure consciousness. Ila has been forgotten. Whoever enters the worlds of separation, the dream of separation, is biased towards what you call the masculine. Even if you carry a feminine body, a female body, you're always biased to the masculine. You have to, for you are in separation. in separation, you want to survive. You have to apply separation. You have to. Otherwise, you cannot walk through separation, live in separation, experience in separation. And so, the portion of you that equals Ela did not come with you. In a sense, Ela bid you farewell when you went. Take some time to feel that. Ela, the part that never entered separation, that is, from a human perspective, totally untarnished, pure, absolutely pure. She has no intent. She doesn't want anything. She's just in the expanding perfection. She's with you in your personal moment. A moment of rebirth, a moment where you allow yourself to be rebirthed. Can you imagine to do something without requiring a return effect, a mirroring, doing something just for doing it? A deed that is completed in itself, because you are already completed. That is a blessing of enlightenment, knowing that you are complete unto yourself already, even though from within the physical body it might not always seem that way. But still, as you continue to letting go of patterns, beliefs that still linger here and there, the clarity becomes greater and greater. The knowingness of who you truly are becomes greater and greater. Suddenly, the fact that separation is just a dream is natural. It is not an idea or a hope or a belief. It is a true wisdom that liberates instantly.